morning. This is Christine at Gillum Farms, and I just wanted to welcome you back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm so glad you found us. I'm going to apologize now. I've had a little bit of a head cold, so my voice and throat is a little groggy. Plus, I'm out here on this beautiful lake. I'm not on vacation. I'm traveling for work, so I'm in a hotel. So a little bit different. No, I'm not at Gillum Farms. So today, this video is a little different. I apologize that I'm doing the video from the hotel. A little bit of an issue, so wanted to make sure I still was able to participate because I made a promise, and so here I am. So I was invited, sorry about that, by Tammy at Mountain Grandma and Natasha at the Budget Preppers, and they are doing the month of August a collaboration called My Home Apothecary. Now, I'm fairly new to the whole home apothecary. I have used dandelion roots for teas. So I'm learning, growing my herbs or trying to. So I'm not gonna bring you anything like tinctures or salves or ointments or anything today. What I'm gonna bring to you is something I've used probably for 30 some years. And most recently, probably in the last 6 years, is what has helped me survive a diagnosis of psoriatic arthritis. Took them 5 years to diagnose me with psoriatic arthritis. It is not the same as arthritis or osteoarthritis. It's an autoimmune disorder, and usually once you have one autoimmune disorder, you have another. So I have another called Sjogren's syndrome, where it's a lot of dry mouth, dry eyes, and thank the Lord, I do not have it as bad as some. A lot of other things that come with that Sjogren's syndrome, but it also affects your arthritis or your bones and all that good stuff. So anyway, I won't get into that. I want to tell you though, one thing that I do, and I don't use it just for the psoriatic arthritis. I've used it for a lot of things with my kids growing up and grandkids. But let me do my medical disclaimer real quick though, okay? Got a few things. So I'm not a doctor or a physician, and this information is intended or implied to be, it's not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice or diagnosis or treatment. Do your own research. Don't start doing something, especially when it comes to ingesting something, or if you have a lot of health conditions or any diagnosis, you really need to check with your health profession or health professional, excuse me. Let's see here. This channel, Christine Mrs. Gillum Farms, makes no representation, assumes no responsibility or representation, and is not responsible for accuracy of information referenced in this video. What I'm going to be giving to you is what I do at home. Do your research. There's so many that will just follow something, and knowledge is power. So be sure and do your research, check with your medical provider before you do anything in regards to apothecary. Okay, like I just said, you are encouraged to confirm any information, review information regarding medical condition and treatment with your physician or neuropathic doctor. I highly recommend. So don't take Christine's word for it. Don't say Christine said this. This is what I'm sharing with you as my friends, what I do to deal with my psoriatic arthritis. And with me traveling, I'm traveling for work, like I said, I'm gonna be traveling for 2 weeks, and that's when it seems like it gets worse with travel, stress, just being outside my environment. So this is what I do. Now in the hotels, I do this a little bit different than I do at home, but I am a big fan of Epsom salt. Now, I'm not affiliated with this brand. Also, I recommend that you not buy one that already has the lavender in it, because we'll talk about that in a minute. I would just get a plain good Epsom salt. And do yourself a favor, if you start using it, buy a huge bag. I just bought this because on travel, I didn't want to load stuff on the plane. And then baking soda, okay? This is one local to a store here. I'm in South Dakota. It's called Chestnut Hill, but I'm not affiliated, just baking soda. So what I do at home is I have on my bathtub, I have 2 large gallon jars, and the ones that have the little lids on it, and glass jars, excuse me, and I have it full of just plain Epsom salt, and then I have one plain baking soda. So maybe every 2 weeks. It depends on how I'm feeling, my psoriatic arthritis. I put a cup of Epsom salt and a cup of baking soda in my bath water. I'm a person who takes showers every day. Baths though, I really don't like that, but when you're in so much pain, to get relief, I'm gonna take a bath. I take a as warm as I can tolerate it, almost probably too hot, but I need that for the nerves to react, almost not deaden them, but give them a little bit of a shock. This baking soda and Epsom salt with hot water, you do want to not do if you're diabetic. It's even posted on the package, at least that hot water. So talk to your providers. The way I use it though is as a detox, and it also affects my muscles. It's going to affect my nerves. So a lot of great benefits for me, and plus I'm intaking magnesium when I'm detoxing everything else. I don't know how the science works, but it just works wonders. Now at home, what I will do is I have lavender essential oils that I may add if it's at night. I'll add that to the mixture, at least to the Epsom salt, and then I'll pour it in the tub. When I'm traveling, what I do is I will fill up the bathtub with warm, pretty hot water, just enough that up to my ankles are covered, and then I go ahead and add the cup of baking soda and the cup of Epsom salt, just to help me, and then I will put my feet in there. I've used it for migraine headaches. It seems to relieve if I catch it in time. You know, if you've ever suffered with migraines, you know that once it comes to a certain level, I don't know if there's anything that really helps with that. Okay, but for this, it's going to detox. If you're doing a full bath, do it someplace, do it at home, do it when people are around, because I will tell you, when I first started doing these, and even now, it depends on how much pain I am. You know, maybe I haven't slept in a couple of nights. You will be exhausted by the time like you're lucky to get out of the bathtub. I don't know the science behind it, but I just know, and that's without the lavender. So be very, very careful and intentional and mindful if you try this. Again, talk to your medical professional, talk to your, and find out if this is the right thing for you. But I'm just telling you again, this is what I do. Okay, some of the other things I've used Epsom salt for without the baking soda is, especially with grandkids, I have 4 grandsons. They're always getting some kind of nick or bruise or splinter. Great thing to soak splinters out. Great thing to soak sprains. Let's see, just foot aches, great. You can even add peppermint leaves, mint or spearmint leaves or essential oils to that soak for sprains, for your feet. It just helps with that healing process. I also used it for my grandson. My oldest grandson was a nail biter, and when he was little, and one day I noticed when he was out that he had like a huge infection pus pocket on his finger. We soaked that for 20 minutes. He seemed okay. He got some relief. We soaked it again like 4 hours later. By the next day, I was able to remove that infection, not remove the infection, but remove the pus. He had no problem. And by the time we got done with that, we soaked it another, probably every 4 hours for 48 hours, because he was with us for the weekend. Of course, not during the night. By the time he went home to mama, finger was awesome, no problems, no infection. It was amazing. I do use this with my tomatoes. This year was the first time I used Epsom salt, and I can tell you, I did a test. It works. Got to do more research on that. All right, so that is my 2 things, Epsom salt and baking soda. I have always had in my home apothecary. A lot of people are like, is that really apothecary? When I did my research, a lot of people do have these 2 items in their apothecary, home apothecary. All right, so I'm excited to continue to watch all the videos that are out there. Again, I know there's at least 1 video each day in August, and there's a playlist that is posted on Tammy's Mountain Homes channel, and then there's also, I think, Natasha on her channel, The Budget Preppers, has the playlist. Go out, look at them, give support to each one of these channels. I'm going to be posting some on my community pages. I'm learning a lot. I'm behind a little bit, so I got to get in there. Work gets in the way sometimes, but that's okay. The other thing too is Tammy on Mountain Grandma is having a live giveaway on September 8th. So I'll post that in my description. Go out there and look at it. So lots of great information. I really want to I really appreciate Tammy and Natasha for putting together this wonderful collaboration that I know everybody's going to learn a lot from. But please, please, please do your research. Do your research. Don't just jump into it. I have been wanting to do tinctures, things like that, and I probably have been researching for a year and going to continue to research until I feel comfortable with adding things to my home apothecary. So have a great day. Thank you for watching, and God bless you, and have a great week. Love ya. Bye.